want to talk about something very important, very serious. I think it's something that is really affecting today's society, and I think that it's not getting enough attention until recently, but it's still not getting enough attention, the type of attention that it deserves. And I think, in my opinion, I think like it's a state of emergency, And what I want to talk about is mental health. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a mental health expert because I'm not in any way, shape, or form, but you know, I've seen things, done things, heard things. I've experienced life, and I'm just speaking through my experience, my knowledge, my perspective, things of that nature. Now, there's a lot of like roots to mental health, um, but mental health that I want to talk about is like in regards to like dating, relationships, and things like that. Um, and that's why I have a notion, I have a slogan, if you will, called "Help Men Heal, Let Women Learn." I think two factors that cause a lot of these issues that we have in today's society is the fact that we don't help men heal and we don't let women learn. Now, what does that mean? Allow me to explain. Now, first of all, um, in today's society, well, in society in general, men have always had this theory, this notion, this stigma, whatever you want to call it, that we have to be emotionless at all times, that we can't express ourselves and all of that nonsense, which is the biggest fraud, the biggest like misconception in all of mankind, all of history. Men are not emotionless creatures. We're not emotionless inanimate objects. All right. So the fact of the matter is, men have feelings. But if a man get hurt, let's say, relationship wise, I'm not talking about any other aspect in life. I'm talking about dating relationships. If a man is in a relationship, he gets cheated on, played, dumped, dissed, whatever. Um, he don't have that kind of like support to be like, okay, like, let me get my, what I'm saying, get my swagger back, my mojo back. Everyone's gonna tell him stop being a punk, stop being a wuss, you know, on to the next one, blah, blah, blah. He never heals from it before he goes on to the next woman. We have to help men heal. We have to stop acting like men have like this like automatic switch where if he gets hurt, then he's just like it doesn't even affect him anymore. He just he's a man, he's tough. Nah, man, that's nonsense. That's BS. If a man can bounce back from any type of relationship or anything, if he got hurt, played, dumped, dissed, cheated on, whatever, if he bounces back like that, that means he never liked her, he never wanted to be with her. You know what I'm saying? But no man who's who has any type of feelings for a woman is gonna sit there and just overnight just stop caring about the situation. That'd be emotionless. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And speaking to psychologists and sociologists and therapists, things like that, like there's things that they call the dark triad traits. You know what I'm saying? Which sociopaths tend to like have. You know what I'm saying? So, and one of those is being like emotionless. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have sociopaths that commit all these heinous crimes and they don't think twice about it. It doesn't affect them because they're emotionless. So in other words, what we're telling men to be sociopaths. Like I'm not even trying to be funny or anything. Like I'm dead serious. Like this is serious stuff. Like we're encouraging men to be borderline sociopaths, to not have any type of feelings, emotions about anything. It doesn't work that way. We're humans. We have feelings. If a man gets hurt, he gets played, whatever the case may be, there has to be some sort of comfort. He has to have someone he could talk to. Like, oh man, yo, my girl, she broke my heart. Yo, she's cheating on me. She broke my heart, blah, blah, blah. He has to be able to let it out. You know what I'm saying? Again, talking to therapists and psychologists, they say, you know what I mean, it affects your social health, your mental health if you can't, like, let that pain out. You know what I'm saying? We make men bottle it in. Now, in my book, Secrets of the Guy Code, I have an analogy where I compare emotions to a balloon. Now, you know what I'm saying? What we do is, as men, we allow air to just keep building up, building up. What happens in a balloon? You keep putting air into the balloon. Eventually, pops, it explodes, it bursts. Women, on the other hand, they have a way to just let the air out. You know what I'm saying? They can talk, they can complain, quote unquote. It's not complaining, but they can express their emotions like, oh, so and so cheated on me, he broke my heart, blah, blah, blah. She could talk to her girlfriends, they can have some ice cream, and she'll heal from it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but men, on the other hand, don't. Now, I'm going to give an example. Now, when I was 14 years old, I, um, I injured my shoulder right here, my collarbone. And I again, trying to be a tough guy, macho guy. Before it fully healed, I was already out back lifting weights, going to the gym, playing sports, all of that. I never gave my shoulder a chance to heal. Now, what do you think happened? I literally damaged my shoulder. To this day, I'm 31 years old, and I still have chronic pain all along my collarbone, around my neck, my back, right here, the socket, all of that. And growing up, when I was a teenager, in two separate, maybe even three separate occasions, I had physical therapy for like a year. That's how bad my shoulder was. Until this day, I can't even sleep on my right side. I have to sleep on my left side. I can never sleep on my right side. I sleep on my back or I sleep on my left side. Why? Because I didn't let it heal. I didn't allow my shoulder to heal properly before I went out and, continue doing activities. So the same thing goes for dating relationships. You know what I'm saying? Before a man just goes on to the next woman, he has to heal from whatever pain he went through. We can't just have men, plenty fish in the sea, on to the next one. That pain that he has, he's just gonna just bring pain on the next woman. You know what I'm saying? And the difference is, men, we learn, we allow men to learn from, the pain or whatever he was doing, how he got played, why he got played. We're always gonna look at ourselves because society always makes us the bad guy. So a man's always gonna be like, okay, let me see what I did wrong. He's gonna realize what he did wrong, but because he's hurt, he's gonna manipulate the situation, the scenario. The next time, he's always gonna have it in his favor. He's gonna know what to do, but he's gonna do it in a malicious way. And that's where you get dogs and players. Now, I'm not saying men are perfect. Some guys can be natural born dogs, whatever the case may be. But some guys, it's like, it's a retaliation. You know what I'm saying? So, but if we allowed men to heal, instead of acting like we're supposed to be emotionless, inanimate objects or something, that wouldn't be the case. You know what I'm saying? Now, the other part is letting women learn. Now, we have like this code of silence, like we don't let women learn anything. We just keep women dumbfounded to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like all men are dogs and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, women should be able to detect, like, this is the type of man I should go for, this type of man I shouldn't go for. But a lot of women, like when I speak to a lot of women, they really have no clue. You know what I mean? It's not until they're in their 30s, after they've been hurt so many times, then they start to figure it out. Like, why are we throwing these women out to the wolves for them to just figure it out? You know what I'm saying? Why are we not letting them learn? Why are we not giving them any type of guidance? You know what I'm saying? Now, there's guidance as far as relationships, like, they're going to ask some sort of professional. A lot of women ask a professional, what should I do about my boyfriend? He won't, you know, marry me. He won't propose or whatever. But it's like if we was helping them in the dating phase, they wouldn't have any issues in the relationship phase. You know what I'm saying? It's like building a house. You got to make sure the foundation is on point first. Then the rest will follow. Then you won't have to worry about if the house is going to tip over or not. You know what I'm saying? But my point is we got to let women learn. You know what I'm saying? But another reason why we don't let women learn is because we have this whole notion that men are just bad and women are always right. So because women feel like they're always right, we don't even give women, we don't even hold them accountable for anything where, a woman could, been doing something wrong in the relationship, but she's never going to look to see what she did wrong. So she's never going to learn from it. She's never going to fix it. Because instead, we're going to encourage her to play the victim. We're going to cater to her being the victim. And we're just going to make it look like the man did all the wrong. And the next relationship, she's going to date the same kind of guy, the same knucklehead, the same jerk, the same dog, the same bad boy, whatever the case may be, and not even realizing what type of men she keep going for. You know what I'm saying? So back on the shoulder analogy, like if you injured your shoulder and, you let it heal, you went to the doctor, you put a cast on it, whatever the case may be, then all of a sudden you injure your shoulder again. Then you go back to the doctor, you put on a cast, you let it heal, you take pain pills or whatever, then you injure it again. Then you heal, you injure it again. That's exactly what's going on with women. That's why with a lot of women. So that's why you see a lot of women when they get to their 30s, they're like, oh, I hate men. They're done with men. They're just done. They're just done because they've been through so much, even though they keep healing from it, but they keep on jumping right back into the same situations, similar situations, because no one is telling them what the hell they're doing wrong. No one's helping women. No one's helping them learn like, okay, this is the type of man you should go for. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of it. Help men heal, let women learn. You know what I'm saying? Again, my name is Manny Santana. Um, be sure to click, on the little subscribe button, whatever, and get the alerts, all of that. Follow me on social media, Instagram @_ Manny Santana, Facebook I am Manny Santana. Um, Check out my podcast. I have a podcast on Spotify, Guycode Secrets. All right. And also, if you have an iPhone, be sure to download the Station Head app and follow me at Guycode Secrets. And also, check out secretsoftheguycode.com. My book will be available there soon. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have like T-shirts and different items and stuff that you can check out, that you can purchase. All right. Now, help men heal, let women learn.